If you don't think this is a rude question, what is your personal gender identification?
I'm a boy, but I think it's really interesting to play around with gender. I think that it's not a fixed thing. I think that we're all born a biological gender, but you can just play with it and play with your identity. I think that drag has less to do with gender identity and more with performance and fluidity and just having fun.
Hello there, what's your name?
Julian.
You were pointed out by this lovely lady behind you that I should say hello to you.
Hi.
So what brings you here?
A love of drag and everything sparkly.
And how old are you? Where do you live?
I'm 12 years old and I live in Seattle.
You're 12 and you live in Seattle. And you came down here with a group of people?
Just my mom. And,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we just came down for the weekend for DragCon, yeah.
So if you don't think this is a rude question, what is your personal gender identification?
I'm a boy, but I think it's really interesting to play around with gender. I think that it's not a fixed thing. I think that we're all born a biological gender, but you can just play with it and play with your identity. I think that drag has less to do with gender identity and more with performance and fluidity and just having fun.
I agree with you, but I think you really have to be comfortable with who you are to participate. How did you become so comfortable and engaging in this?
I stopped caring what other people say. So I feel like if you're secure in yourself, what other people say shouldn't bother you, like if it's negative, and be yourself. And I think that it comes from just having great parents and being confident in yourself. Yeah.
Fantastic. Can I meet your mom?
Oh, Mom.
Hi, Mom. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, I think it's so great that you're here with your son. Tell me, when did you become aware of this whole drag world and get more engaged with it?
A couple years ago, Julian started watching RuPaul, and I was like, fine, reality TV, whatever. But then I went and saw the RuPaul's, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
RuPaul's. And I was so amazed by their performance quality and their gender play, and I realized it was a true art form, and that's really shifted how I see this. I think it's a really creative, artistic expression, and I want to encourage that in my son.
I love that. And now, did you ever have concerns about the peer pressure that your son might go through in embracing such an edgy art form relative to most kids his age?
Every single day I feel the alienation that he feels from other people his age, and so he only relates to people that are older, and it's painful as a mom to see that. And I feel like for the first time he's in a situation where he can speak his language and the code is shared by all, and that's the first time I've seen it.
I love that. So your mom says that it's painful for her. Do you have any are there any downsides for you honoring your artistic expression?
No, not really. No, I think that drag isn't known mainstreamly, so it's not going to be sports talking to other people, but I feel like if it's not painful for me at all. I find a community and I stick with it.
So it seems like you might have more angst than your son.
I do, and it's because my father was gay and closeted that I have the transmission of the legacy in me of homophobia, and so I'm more sensitive about it.
Thank you for talking to me.